to cover the stories in terms of analysis that are happening in Zimbabwe. Of course, I was going to talk about the book launch of Job Sikhala. I wish I was in Joburg, definitely. It's one of the book launches I was going to attend. And guess what? Job Sikhala is in Johannesburg, coming to for his book launch. I saw the pictures of him yesterday, confirming on his social media accounts that he is indeed in the city of Johannesburg, that is in South Africa. For the book launch, we have seen actually the book launch being launched in all the provinces, but this has been without, this has been with massive drama. And who is behind this drama? Who is able in Zimbabwe to bomb someone's house? Who has those capabilities and the capacity? We will be covering this on this live broadcast. Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So the news that we are receiving this morning is that the house of Job Wiwa Sikhala, and there were children in the house. I hope they were not harmed, but according to Job Sikhala, he has not confirmed any child of his being harmed. And also in the house, the wife was not there. The wife decided to go to rural areas, and Job Sikhala was in South Africa. They were only children of Job Sikhala, and Job Sikhala confirming about an hour ago that he has been receiving calls from numerous people, and he learned that his house was actually bombed with explosives. And at the moment, it's actually a fresh scene. They were waiting for the members of the Zimbabwe Defense Forces to come into the house of Job Sikhala and ascertain as well as also detonate these bombs. Because, and I like the mere fact that he reported that the military personnel were going to his house. That explains that even the Zimbabwe Republic police personnel in Zimbabwe, they are not equipped with bombing material. It is only the military personnel with the capabilities and the capacity to do so. And also in Zimbabwe, there are numerous roadblocks if you are carrying such items as just a mere civilian. I know that ZANU-PF, especially the Mnangagwa faction, may point direction to Nelson Chamisa and say it is the supporters of Nelson Chamisa, just as they did to the funeral of that lady that they killed, and just as they did to one of the book launches of Job Sikhala. I think it was in Masvingo. Mnangagwa has been disturbing these activities of Job Sikhala, most probably because of the content that is contained on the book of Job Sikhala, detailing a lot, especially about him, as well as his experiences when he was incarcerated by Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. We know already that when Job Sikhala was incarcerated, he has actually put it on the public domain, that part of the reason why he was incarcerated and stayed in prison for not committing any crime, it is because the Mnangagwa faction believed that he was working with the faction of retired General Chiwenga to dislodge Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa from power. Just like any other citizen of Zimbabwe, Job Sikhala is against Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa violating the constitution, and this time by rigging for another term to stay in power. That would be a blow to the constitution of Zimbabwe. So there is stern resistance on Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, not only from Job Sikhala, but from all sane Zimbabweans, including even ZANU-PF members. This time around, they are waking up and saying, no, this man is up to no good. There is a constitution that was actually enacted in 2013, voted by the majority of the people of Zimbabwe. When Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa came to power, what has he been doing? to that particular constitution, he has been ripping it apart. And look, this is happening when Mnangagwa is outside the country. And this is strategic, by the way. They may be having quite a number of targets because there are a lot of people that are actually opposing Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. Even as we are not safe, they may be numerous targets targeting various people because, and this goes to underscore how Mnangagwa faction is actually determined on actually making sure that they stay in power and they fight for this 2030. As I have said, it is going to be the most dramatic days ahead, months ahead, most probably bloody, because that is what Mnangagwa wants this thing. That is how they are preparing to actually end this thing. Because I mean, no one will tolerate Mnangagwa going for a third term. Zimbabweans will stand. Of course, they have been actually treating people as if they can't think. But everybody, if you look in Zimbabwe now, is standing up in support of those who are actually, whether in ZANU-PF, whether they are actually outside ZANU-PF, to stop this nonsensical 2030 mantra, because the country is going nowhere under Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, and it will be the worst mistake to allow another dynasty of Mnangagwa being concocted. You can see he has already prepared his son. You can see the attitude of even his wife and family members. They want to make Zimbabwe as if it is a Mnangagwa property, and definitely no one can tolerate this. What they have done to Job Sikhala's house is nothing less than a cowardice. This is being cowards. I will be looking for, because I saw the footage circulating online, I would be looking for that footage and I would post it here on this particular channel to see the extent of damage that was done, obviously, by ZANU-PF. I can attest to it's easy to make these things, and they are going to be doing a lot of this dirty work, especially to a lot of people who are seemingly opposed to the 2030 mantra. They did so to the house of Blessed Geza. There is absolutely no one in Zimbabwe with such capabilities and who can risk his life. If you see that being done, it is done by military members assigned by a certain faction in ZANU-PF. In this case, which faction actually feels its interests are actually undermined in Zimbabwe? It is none other than the faction of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. This is how bad this country is going to be within the next coming few days. Because of power struggle dynamics within ZANU-PF. And you can see opposition leaders who are distancing themselves from 2030 nonsense. This is how they may be targeted, as well as also ZANU-PF members. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Also, take note, I have released my album, I think, more than a week ago, and I will be actually putting on this video on the comment section the link of the video. Please, let's share the album with our loved ones. It is on all digital platforms. I hope you will enjoy it. Okan Ncube Umhlabane is signing off. Let's meet on the other